Good morning, Shalom. Good morning, Hillel. Good morning, Yossi. Good morning, Isaac. And good morning, Nehemiah, who will be here in a minute.
How do you know?
Parshas. Mishpatim. Today is Thursday, fifth reading, Exodus 23, 6 through 19. God continued with the laws governing the sabbatical year, the yearly cycle of holidays, and mixing milk and meat.
It's you. You don't want to hear yourself talking?
6 through 19. God continued with the laws governing the sabbatical year. Or are we just wasting time?
No, we just wasting time.
So come on. So good morning, Super Drew. Yes, I love this shirt. You're wearing a T-shirt, but you're wearing gloves.
No.
I love you.
And it's gonna rain.
I think
soon.
you're amazing.
And it's gonna rain soon.
And
That's the
my
best.
time is not going for some reason.
Takes time. It's a slow iPad.
Yeah, blame it on the iPad.
Look, there we go.
Laws. Thinking about laws. I don't like them, but I need them. So, kind of touching on a little bit of the subject that we started speaking about yesterday. A little bit, just one of the things that we mentioned. And I think that laws are one of those things. Just thinking to myself, what is it about laws? I want everybody else to have them. I'm just not so excited about them myself. So when other people act like an animal, I get all angry. Because why are you acting like an animal? Why are you acting so crazy? Why can't you be decent? Why can't you, treat me like a human being, like an adult, like a whatever? So that's kind of like a rules that I want other people to follow. But all right, Yitzi, go ahead. I appreciate it, but I want everybody to speak. I'm not giving a class.
Where you started reading, or
Yeah, go. The sin of cruelty.
the sin of cruelty. Lo shevat shall leave imo. You must not eat a young animal cooked in its mother's milk. But that's just saying that you're not allowed to. I mean, don't we eat little like chicken or something like? It's like, I mean, we have cow's meat. Usually, we have like a little cow, and sometimes not. I don't know.
Smells like chocolate from a mile away.
I'll pass.
Shalom. Good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Yitzi, that shirt is amazing. It's making me happy in this morning. I have so little to say. Oh, Avi came. Okay, I can't say that. I'm sorry. Good morning, Avi. It's good to see you. Let me start reading. Let me just pull up the link. Okay, I'm just gonna start from the beginning. God continued with the laws governing the sabbatical year, the yearly cycle of holidays, and mixing milk and meat. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, whoever's next. Pass.
הלל אומר.
אייזיק, אני צריך לקרוא? או אני צריך... אפשר לדבר?
You could read if you want, or you can speak, or you can do both.
I would love to read. I don't want to like... I'll read the next turn. But anyways, what's up, guys? Good morning. Yitzi, freaking amazing, bro. I love your shirt. I miss you. And I also saw some snaps, like, on Snapchat it has like the new flashback thing. It's not really new, but like I see on the flashbacks, like every other couple of days, I see flashbacks of me snapping you. Like this one time, you were whatever. It was really funny. You're like, "Yo, what's up?" And like whatever. It was just a really funny snap, and it reminded me of you, bro. Memories. That's what memories are good for. You know what I mean? Snapchat. And God bless. But the thing is, I had such a crappy phone. The quality was so bad. Anyways, so what the look? Today is the last day of the month. I mean, here in Israel. I don't know if it's also in America. Um, yo, I just realized where I'm at right now. You guys changed where the computer is. Is that how it's been for like a few days now? Because I just realized that now. It's really cool.
Macho.
Avi?
You guys changed where the computer is? Seriously? 1 second. Oh, no, I see it now. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And Yessie, you're there too. I see you. And Yessie, you're there too. Oh, wow. Panoramic view. Sorry, guys. I didn't know you guys were there. Hi, Reb Isaac. Yo, what's up, Hillel? What's up, Shalom? I'm in the old city, but I just found this, like, really random basketball court that is really hidden. I didn't even know that this was here. I don't know why no one told me. It's also like really small. Really, really small. But it's pretty cool. I don't know where I am. I'm lost. Do you think they had this here like a few thousand years ago and they just never took it down? I think so. For sure. This is very old. This is ancient. They had this and the hotel was still up. Peace.
It's funny, my Snapchat memory today is me taking my driving test and passing the first try after killing my. I had to pay $30,000 to my driving instructor. That's all I know about that. This room has been in this form. This since I think it was October already. We already moved this stuff around. So yeah, you're 4 months too late, but who cares? It looks good. Good. Wow, a year since I've started crashing around into random people. 1 year have driven without getting into a car accident. It's pretty successful year. And not getting a ticket, and not getting pulled over. Yeah. I'm a professional driver that don't want to pull me over. This year means to think. Just fall asleep. Yes.
So press it. It's right by your hand. So you got to get on your game today. Maybe you shouldn't go to the Wednesday night cheers. Chas v'shalom.
No.
Cooking a young animal in its mother's milk is an act of consummate cruelty. The Torah therefore forbids us not only to cook a young animal in its mother's milk, but to cook any animal in any other animal's milk, to eat such a mixture, or even to derive any other benefit from it. That is the pasuk in the Torah, which actually says it 3 times in the Torah, where basically we learn all the ideas of kashrus comes from. Everything about keeping kosher comes from there. It's really nice to have you guys together. Sometimes I wish that the guys in school, like our beautiful student here, also feel the same way as if he was out of school. There was a time here in Jets, I don't know, maybe you guys remember it or not, I don't know, but I would basically scream at guys pretty much all day about getting out of the school mindset. There's something about like having like the school mindset that you're just like stuck and you act like in this weird way. And there's something so nice about like dealing with human beings as opposed to
I got this shirt in Israel. So my father brought it back. Yeah. I think it was 3 years ago that you were doing it. I think so. Or maybe not. I don't know. We see here what extreme the Torah goes to in forbidding cruelty towards animal. The precaution the Torah takes to distance us from causing suffering to an animal demonstrate how much care we must take to avoid causing suffering to a fellow human being. So I guess this is saying that, I mean, that we shouldn't really like kill an animal, like just for like, yeah, I want to kill the animal. Like, if you want to kill the animal, like usually when you, like, for Yom Kippur when we do kaparas, like the chickens are going on a higher level, so like we're allowed to do that because
Shalom.
It's a cliffhanger. Yeah, I like this reason regarding the milk and meat about like cooking baby in its mother's milk. I think it's a very I've heard this before, but I forgot about it. But I really like it because I think it's pretty cruel to to basically be taking the thing that gives a baby life and then cooking, like basically like, and taking the meat that was killed by us, which is fine, I think, to eat the meat, but like, and you're taking the milk and then, you know, yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm saying, but it just seems pretty cruel to take the milk and the meat and use them together. One is life giving and one is essentially like, good morning, Rabbi Yaska. It's great to see you. All right, I've had enough of my turn. Whoever's next, go ahead.
Nothing to say, man. Yo, Isaac, I keep track nowadays, so it's all good. Don't worry about me. Like I know where my twin is. What's it called? אפשר קיסם אחי? תודה רבה. What's it called? So I just had a mega burger at McDonald's, like the kosher one in my home where I was founded in Batyam. And I the reason I ordered it, it cost me like 60 shekels. The reason I ordered it is because I thought it was gonna fill me up, and I thought it was so delicious. Like it looked so good in the picture, you know. And then I had it, and I realized like pictures are only for temptation. And on Instagram, there's so much, not on Instagram, like everywhere, in advertisement, you know, and like TV and commercials. And I was thinking about all the like high buzz that, you know, that we have, especially as men. You know, everything is just temptation. Afterwards, you look at the picture, right? You want something so bad, no matter what it is. Like, doesn't even have to be girls, you know? Like, it could be like anything. It could be the iPhone X. It could be a freaking burger. It could be, I don't know, a brand new TV. Doesn't matter. Like, you have, you know, I was just thinking about that. But, you know, after you get whatever it is you want, the enjoyment, whatever pleasure is going to go away very quickly. And also, Isaac, yeah, would be really cool if we didn't have to have um, a school mindset in school.
Avi.
You and Hillel. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of it is having like the sizzle, but not the steak. For sure, like just the beginning parts. And Rib Isaac, I think I told you one time, like when I'm out of jets, I'll like in the real world. Like that was a mistake. Shouldn't have said that. And yeah, I think the whole school mindset comes about like when you have to like fight to go in like the van, it becomes like survival of the fittest. You have to get like your breakfast or whatever it is, and it is just kind of shapes its way for you. So you kind of just mold your way into the system. But yeah, okay, peace.
Okay, first of all, you see, I'm offended by your shirt. Because who said Super Jew is not Chabad? It's Chabad. And I don't like it. Yes, please. Good morning, yes, good morning. We got a seat for you over here. We're waiting. No, Isaac is impossible for it to get me out of the school mindset. Unless it's not like a school. The way this is set up is like a school. You have to give in your phone. You have to you have to tell someone wherever you go, if you treat me like I'm 18 and I can do what I want, and there's an option to go into classes. No, if you treat us like students, we'll act like it's a school. If the principal respects me and doesn't lie to my face, maybe then I'll be a lot happier in this place.
So I have a thought. Like, I have heard a bunch, bunch of these different kind of like arguments about, Judaism being, for example, sexist. Like, you own a woman, like you get married to her, you're like acquiring her, and we have slavery, you own people, So why are people saying that? Like, when they're saying that, what do they mean? What are they trying to say? And I think that what they are trying to say is that Judaism is cruel. Like, you're mean. You're not being fair to women. You're not being fair to whatever it is, even to animals and things like that. And what I'm taking out of today's thing is something, I guess I'm realizing for myself how it's like that's such a baseless. I find that to be such a baseless argument. It's not even like not even much of an argument. Is because you can see how sensitive the Torah is, and yeah, I'm not here really to argue with anybody, but the fact that the Torah goes so much out of its way to be sensitive to really all creatures, we're trying to do with women or with us or with Goyim or with animals, is really to help us be the best that we can possibly be, including animals that we're eating and killing.
Yes.
Rabbi Yaska.
So I want to respond to this thing about criticizing people and blaming people and accusing all these definitions of misery in the creation. So some people choose to be miserable, validating this misery is their life, so they make it a nice life. But that's the problem. The problem, nobody believes that you, by being yourself all the way, you are the world. You everything. There is nothing beside you. So how can you be yourself? What is yourself? That's the whole idea of what you figured out. What is Yoskel? What is Hillel Sinai, the major man who saw today the sandwich, and almost the sandwich got him into a trap. No? So always when you look at somebody else's sandwich or somebody else's pizza, you think, okay, it's beautiful. It's wrong. You close you beautiful because it's you. That's what I mean to say. You should always be yourself. So nobody believe you can be yourself. Nobody believe, and I suggest to you guys to start to learn. Each one to choose some mimer that you learn and learn it, know it, think like this. You find out that you can be yourself in such a crazy way. Nobody ever been in the world like you, and the whole world is you.
Shalom.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who I am. Even though I've been with myself for 19 years. It's pretty interesting though. I mean, I guess I'm learning, but it gets a little confusing, especially when I do look at other people and I try to figure it out from them. Like I try to figure out everything else. And yeah, I definitely agree. It's just interesting that like any religious group or any group at all, like the negative from that group will usually rise to the forefront from people looking in from the outside, because that's generally what people like to see, unless they're looking for the positive. I'm guilty of this also. I look at the negative a lot. I look for the negative unless I'm actively trying not to. And yeah, people from the outside will say that the Jews are they're cruel. They'll basically anything can be made up if yeah, whatever. That's just the way it is. And I think that in Judaism, looking from the inside, there's a lot of positive, and for the most part, like everything I've learned about it, it's all about being as kind as possible to all the creation around us. And I don't know where I was leading up with that, but I'm done.
Hillel?
Yo, what up, guys? I also wanted to say before, we were talking about animal cruelty and shit and stuff, and one time I was in Kikar Tzion in Yerushalayim, like next to Ben Yehuda, and on Ben Yehuda actually, and Yafo, and there was like a box, like a black box. It was like you couldn't see what was inside, and basically what happened was there was a guy outside of the box, the black box. It was really windy night, and inside the guy was like a really bad convincer. He's like, well, look, we're in the middle of the place, and there's so much wind, and it's dark, and like whoever's brave enough to go inside can go. Let's see if you can last 3 minutes. And that's also what I was like, yeah, whatever, bro. I got this, bro. Like, well, what could this be, anyways? So like, yeah, like I went inside. I waited my turn. I went inside. And sure enough, there's like a little computer and earphones. And then my friend actually from Valley Toro was there. It was really funny. But anyways, he was like in charge. So he plays a video, and all of a sudden I see these little chickens, like chicks, and then like it starts from chicks to chickens to this to that to cows, and they were just showing me a bunch of like animal cruelty stuff, and it was so nasty. And I was literally on my way to go eat a burger, or not a burger, New Delhi, whatever.
Thank you, Hillel. Avi.
Yeah, like what's being said. I've had like a few like little debates with people about, problems with Judaism and stuff, and it can be pretty convincing and believable. It's just, if you believe the fundamental beliefs of the Torah or not. I think that there's some principles that, even like the basic ones, like we're reading now, or maybe not, Like we could say it makes sense, but if there's no God, like does it really make sense? I don't know. I don't think so. How does anything make sense? So when people say, "Oh, this makes sense and that makes sense," like where are you coming from? Like, what are you basing this on? That's why it's so hard to have a debate with people. I think is because you're both coming from different, like, different places. Peace.
Yes.
Oh, hi, humans. Oh, Avi. Hi, Avi. Oh, whatever, they're thinking. Should have stopped now. I want a bunch of cup of tea. Principles in the face. Yaska, when are do I really need to ask you again to come here? You're saying you're coming here, but like, I don't think you're coming here anymore. I think you're just like, Yossi, you only would come for one person, but only you came for. I don't know. Isaac, what are you writing? What are you writing? Yaska, your flight's tomorrow morning. Booked it? You're booking it? Good. Isaac.
Oh, so while Shalom was speaking, it made me think of why is it cruel to cook a young animal in its mother's milk? I don't know why that's cool. Like you kind of started going on it, but the truth is, I don't know. Why is that considered cruel? So I actually don't know. Maybe someone could explain it. I think Shalom started kind of going at it, but I'm not really sure what the conclusion was. And I'm thinking for Yassi, why should Rabbi Yeska come? You don't like it here. Why are you trying to schlep him here? Oh, now we have a question. So why should Yeska come? In fact, I might think even another thought, which might be very offensive to me. I'm not really sure. I'm still figuring it out. I'm sitting right here next to you, and you're sleeping. You know, I mean, that's why I said if you're really tired, I think you should go to sleep like in your bed. You need sleep, you know. But I'm sitting right here. If I'd be on the screen over there, maybe you'd be telling me to come here. I don't know. Maybe that's what I have to do. Oh, actually, that is true. When I call from home, you tell me, hey, how come you're not here? Maybe that's what I say. It just has to be, I just have to be here. It's not because you want to learn with me or anything. Just,
Yes.
pass?
Yeah.
Rabieska.
So good to see you guys. Don't give up on me, Rabbi Kuberman. Don't give up on me, please. The love you gave me, I'm gonna cherish it so strong. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna give it to you so good. You say, wow, this was the best thing ever happened to my life. A friend like me. I wish to become true for you because so much love I'm getting for you. Shalom Schwarzberg, I want to tell you something. Call me after this because I'm planning. Maybe you want to come with me. I'm going to maybe to Wuxburg today for tonight. I want to go to Fabring. I meet up with Levi Brzezinski, the group of guys. They want to do FiveAlive. Seriously. So I'm going there today. It's freezing. Please, if you're jealous, it's healthy. Don't be jealous because God, because it's gonna happen with us also. Some good stuff. Always we are together. Whatever I do, it's Yosef Kuperman, it's Yitzi, it's Rabbi Isaac, it's Sholem, it's Avi, it's Hillel Sinai, it's all of us. We are together. So because that's where I live. We are together, and I'm happy to be in this group now. And I just want to tell you something. we are so real. There is nothing more real than us. You believe it? That's the idea of the God that the Rebbe wants you to realize. We are the real thing forever.
Sean?
Rubielski, at this point, it sounds as if you're trying to convince yourself you're real. Um, but okay, I guess that's the way it is for all of us. Yeah, Isaac, I was saying it before. I was starting to speak about it, and then I was like, midway through my minute, I was like, wait, what is cruel about this? I thought like as I would speak, I would figure it out. But honestly, I have no idea. It doesn't seem like inherent. It seems cruel, but it doesn't. There's no logical reason why it actually is. Um, like the way it was phrased in the when you were reading it made it seem a lot more mean. But I'm sure there's a reason. And Avi, I think you're definitely right about what you were saying about people debating. A lot of times when I'm having an argument, I'll be coming from a totally different place, and we don't even establish that we're coming from different places. So like that's why like it's like I'm gonna have an argument about something that's basically we basically both agree on if we were coming from the same place. And then the whole argument is just us saying our points, which is cool, but sometimes it turns a little like vicious and attacking because there's no basis for it, so we just decide to go off on each other because we have nothing better to do. I'm talking about me and whoever I'd be arguing with. All right, everyone have a great day.
Avi?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong about what it's saying here, besides the fact that God said so. I think maybe that's it. Maybe that's why it's wrong. I have no idea. And also, I think most conversation, I'm guilty of this. I think most conversations nowadays are like, I just came back from Miami. Another person was like, oh, really? My third cousin was born in Miami. And they're like, oh, no way. I have a third cousin. I hear that so much here, and it's so sad. I do it too. I just like people just like listen, like telling, like, you know, other people stuff. No one likes listening. It's really sad. Okay, peace.
Yes.
Hi, let me just give a minute. I am going to punch someone.
Can't hear.
I'll make sure it's not you.
He said,
You heard exactly.
he's passing.
Yeah.
Okay, Shkoyach Rabioska for all the energy. You know, you're amazing. You're amazing. So maybe that is the reason, actually, Avin Shalom. Maybe that's the reason. It's just that the Torah is telling us. If not, how would we know what's cruel and what's not? You just end up doing whatever you want, pretty much. The Rebbe speaks about when the guy masturbates, right, and he wastes seed, and the world. He speaks about how doctors are so twisted at this point in regards to this idea, is that they're even saying that it's, you know, healthy, it's good for you. And the Rambam and basically the Torah is saying, you know, the exact opposite, that most sicknesses is coming from that. And I would say that I would have no idea. I would have no idea that it's, you know, that it's that devastating unless the Torah told me. That means it's not about, in this case, and what I'm saying is not necessarily about like what I do, but it's about what I know is right and wrong. So to know that this is right or wrong will lead me eventually to do what's right. So it's not about being, tough with myself. No, can't do 3 times over. That's it.
Jeez.
I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Positive.
Yaska.
It's your turn.
As a super Jew, you want to pass.
So I want to say something. I understand that when I speak and I say we are real, I know it's an emotional conversation, Shalom. I understand it. I want to give you the technology, what I speak about in Posach Elio, how Elionov is functioning. I want to give you this, and you will notion that is this exercise will give you not a feeling. We know about feeling, we know about frustration. After everything what you will know something that nobody ever tasted it because you are tasting it and you realize it's not because you will know this is real. It's not because I tell you. So even now, what I'm telling you, I'm doing exercise. Tell you if this, I do like this, I get a muscle. My muscle is growing. That's what I'm talking about. Muscle, a real muscle that everybody likes. It's not a muscle you don't have. It's a body that you have. How you relate to your body. What do you mean you mature? What do you mean you know something? When you know something, it's you a terminology, frame. What is you know? I want to show you what mean the concept. What mean knowing? You'll be shocked, logical, that you never knew nothing. Nobody in the world knows nothing yet. And the only one you will know, not because I told you. So it's a fantasy, huh? It's real, and check it out.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to reach these levels. I think. And I know I'm supposed to talk with you over the phone, but really quickly, I'm just saying that like tonight's Mendel Rubashkin's L'chaim, and it's in Crown Heights. So I don't know if I'll be able to make it to Wilkes, even though it sounds like a very great opportunity to go. But we'll talk about it. And I think from my experience, the Torah gets full credibility when it comes to saying something that I don't understand, just because it's it explains like a lot of things that I've learned from it. It explains in depth and gives good reasoning for, and I have no reason not to believe anything it says, regardless of whether it gives a reason or not. And I think it's a good source for a way to live life. It's trustworthy. It's worked, and I think people got it twisted over time, over the course of history. But I think that for the most part, when done right, it's the best way to live life. Everyone have a great day.
Thank you very much, Mashiach. Now have a great, wonderful, beautiful, adorable
Adorable.
day.